look alive. J.U.Y.S, fresh off the travel train. Me, fresh off the everything's been chaos here at our house today. But we're making it happen. I've got a new light on my face here. If I keep looking into it.
I thought I noticed that. I just didn't know if it was like one of those social media ring light
No,
deals that
no,
all the social media people have, or what?
no. It is absolutely not that. It's just one of those little lamps that you clip onto your desk and it shines.
Hey, in production we call that a key light, so it's a nice looking key light. I'll give you that.
Key light. Okay. Makes the
Key light lights the face.
okay. I have on. Hold on. Let's look at the other setting. Which one's better?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a lamp. I had the literal table lamp set up right here on the corner of my desk over here behind the other screen that I have.
Yeah.
It's like I got it from Home Goods. It's this giant decorative lamp. Oh, it is episode 116 of the Millie Goats. It is March 24th, 2024. We are trucking along. It is National Cocktail Day. So raise a glass to yourself, raise a glass to the Antelopes who are currently fighting the Crimson Tide and hoping to rid the college basketball world of the SEC. It's over.
It's 69-61, 44 seconds. Bama shooting free throws.
Is that the over? That's not the over, is it?
It's over.
Well, I know it's over.
61.
But did it hit the over?
What's the over? It's 131 right now.
I think this thing started up at 172 and got all the way down to 160.
Oh, it's not hitting the over.
Dad, blame it. See, everybody's like, oh, you got to bet the over. Bet the over. Why would you ever bet the under?
I'm pretty sure your direct quote in our group message was, I've bet the under 3 games and it's not hit. I'm not doing it anymore.
And then I bet the over and the under hits 3 games in a row. This is why that stuff's dumb, man. I can't. I'm about to just retire from over under and just do player points.
You gotta just do money lines.
I like money lines. Hey, speaking of money lines, we got a Mr. Money Lines. That's what I call him. Our boy T.O. or my guy T.O.
From your guy T.O.
Yeah, from up in the mountains. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I call him Mr. Money Lines. He's been sending me he's been sending screenshots. He's been cleaning up. Mr. Money Lines. Okay. I'm AK, your co-host. J.U.Y.S here. The whole gang's here. Tex is here. Butch P was here. And I don't know where he went, but he was here. So we are the Millie Goats. We play DraftKings, DFS primarily, and J.U.Y.S face just dropped. His jaw dropped.
Well, I got the YouTube TV going, and it's the quad box. And out of all the games, there's 3 men games going, and they got the one women's game on. Baylor, the women's game, just made a half-court desperation into the third quarter 3-pointer.
That's awesome. Buzzer beater? That. Hey, did that cash your buzzer beater?
No. Which is malarkey. The Colorado game didn't cash me my buzzer beater. It had to be the other team was not able to inbound the ball.
Let's tell the whole story here. You spelled it buzzard beater.
You're just trying to rile me up.
Buzzard with a D. He spelled a buzzard with a D and never corrected himself, and then just tried to lean into it like, oh, it's a buzzard beater, meaning the team's dead and the buzzards are flying around their carcass on the court.
No, it's the sound that the buzzard makes. It's the horn. It's the sound that the buzzard makes. That's why it's called a buzzard beater.
You could go a lot of different ways with that.
Know your lingo, dude.
Buzzard beater. Oh, speaking of which, Bear with a Machine Gun came in at the buzzer right as the gong sounded. What's up, Bear with a Machine Gun? Heavy Steps is here. I bet he's rolling right now. That dude's always ripping off some absolute nasty bets, just ripping them off one by one. Okay. It was a good week for DraftKings, boys. I'm on a heater right now. And if you catch a glimpse of my bank account or the DraftKings thing when we pull up the DraftKings screen, not that I'm going to show it because I'm trying not to, but occasionally it gets flashed up there. We're cooking right now. Dylon's
you
cooking.
humbly brag.
Dylon's cooking. Well, hey, if you were winning, you'd be saying the same thing. Don't get me out of here.
I'm a little upset that I live south of the border right now.
You haven't been able to partake. You were in NC.
I know, and I made some bets that cashed, except for my buzzer
Mm-hmm.
beater.
Yep, buzzard beater. Mm-hmm.
I still my big one's still cooking though.
Which one was that?
Iowa State to win the national championship.
Ooh. Also known bird.
Plus 2,300. I went deep. I deep dived into that because I worked with a guy that's from Iowa State, went to Iowa State. They couldn't when they were this.
Because you know a guy. That's how you.
They always went by the Cyclones, but they couldn't create a mascot of a cyclone.
Yeah.
So they went their cardinal red and gold. So they made a cardinal.
See, told you.
But they don't associate with the bird. Just the mascot.
Yeah,
who
but
used to be 7 foot tall when they first started.
You can't have the mascot and then not associate with it.
Yeah. Well, they don't.
So that's heavy steps. They are. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before all the favorites were winning? I think it was.
Well, I noticed that too in women's hoops because we're doing that doc on the women's team.
Yeah.
There was only one upset in the whole first round of the women's tournament.
I'm not surprised by that. Is anybody surprised by that?
State. There's a couple today, but there's only one the whole time, first round.
Anybody surprised by that?
No.
Texas.
The parity in women's not there yet.
No. It's entertaining, but it's again. But yeah. Moral of the story. Tex, how's it going? What do you got on back there?
Grand Canyon and Alabama.
It's over.
Okay.
Yeah, it's over. But the next
Texas
game,
here.
San Diego State and Yale.
San Diego State.
What about Houston,
I picked Yale to go to the Sweet 16.
You got an all Texas game going on right now. Why are you not watching that?
Oh! Speaking of which, Texas was in Charlotte and you didn't even go.
Yeah.
Texas was in Charlotte twice and you didn't.
And they lost their orange.
Oh, they did.
Just the basketball team. Just the basketball.
They got to wear black now.
Just the basketball team.
Texas has been watching wrestling. I know he has.
Deep diving. That was some epic stuff, dude.
March Madness. March Madness, right?
App did not have anybody placed in the top 4.
Nobody liked that joke? March Madness for wrestling? Guess not. Maybe we'll laugh on the podcast. If you are watching us live, that was not the dad joke, by the way. If you are watching us live, check out the podcast. If you can't stay for the whole show, we appreciate everybody watching while you're tuning into March Madness. Hopefully you get some laughs out of this as we go through these ridiculous DraftKings lineup. But the podcast is available everywhere. So check that out. Butch P, you're here back twice now. How's it going?
It's good. It's got some lag going on the internet, so that's annoying. But yeah.
Dude, did you clean your camera screen? Because you're looking foggy, dude. Or are you vaping in there?
Darth Vapor here.
Darth Vapor.
The Vapor Boys.
Vaporazo.
Vaporazo. Okay. More of the story. By the way, that Alabama Grand Canyon game, there was a screaming fan that had to be right by the camera because I could hear her every single time. Wee! I mean, it was awful. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but if you had the volume up. Moral of the story of this tournament, don't be a reptile.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, reptiles were 0-3 in the field of 64/8. Teams that were undefeated in the first two rounds, or the first round, were the Bulls. Teams with a mascot that had a bull. Shout out The Rock.
Brahma.
That was a USFL. That was a UFL probably promo by him. He probably approached the March Madness committee and said, "Hey, UFL's coming back.
Let's go, baby."
I do.
Let's
go.
go.
And the North Carolina teams undefeated.
All the ACC teams are undefeated.
There you go. Was a down year. So they put 8 SEC schools in, 8 Big 12, and the team that's the conference that's undefeated, who they said stunk, and they've been saying they've been trying to kill the ACC for a while now, is now undefeated, and then went undefeated in football and to get into the playoffs. So they're doing everything they can, but the ACC keeps shoving it right in their face. And guess what? Basketball or baseball is probably going to have some ACC schools in the College World Series. Anyways. Okay. Don't be a reptile. Do we want to look up? Do we want to go ahead and do our mascot update? I've got it pulled up. Or do we want to save that for Salute Your Sports? It's not on there, but
let's save it.
Save it.
Okay, we'll save it. Okay, Tex, I get it. Save everything. Don't do anything. I got it.
Save the whales.
National Save the Yales. Have to be a Yale Force wind up in there. Oh, did you see that everybody kept tagging Yale MBB on Twitter and on social media saying congrats to Yale at Yale MBB? Except that's the molecular biology and biophysics account.
They don't give it to the basketball team.
No, it's like Yale's men's basketball team or something for their basketball team.
Wow.
So, National Cocktail Day. Speaking of Yale, I don't know why. Vodka. Oh, dang it! I just ruined the question. Pretend you didn't hear that. Pretend you didn't hear that. Vodka. Vodka is the most commonly used as a base and spirit for cocktails. Beer is not considered a cocktail. There are beer cocktails where beer is added to a distilled ingredient. The same applies to wine. Any thoughts?
Manmosa. It's a cocktail.
That is Boilermaker cocktail, correct?
What's the one with No, that's Manmosa. It's like what's the one with vodka, beer, and orange juice?
Colorado Bulldog. Wait, no, the Mule. The Mule is ginger beer.
You remember
that's not
Mind Erasers?
Mind Erasers?
Yeah.
That beer in it?
We used to drink those with guys out in Iowa.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Road Dog.
Shout out Iowa.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out Iowa.
Shout out Iowa State.
Hey. Plus 2,300.
Oh, there you go. Ride or die old fashions with extra Luxardo cherries. Okay.
Hey,
and
shout
then,
out Prohibition and Buffalo BMO. Great old fashions.
Yes, and then you get your monocle out and your top hat, and then you go down to what is it? Well, that joke sucked. Anyways, I lost it. I lost it halfway through. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, happy National Cocktail Day, everyone. Okay, Salute Your Sports. Sunday, we have a dad joke. It's back. The DF Us segment, because it's ours. The G.U.Y.S. Picking up the pieces where we left off last week from our DraftKings lineups. The dudes we told you that you absolutely needed to play. Hang the banners. Other relevant sports news. Inter-Squad Dad Kings Jamboree is an absolute, you can see it on the bottom of your screen there, is an absolute runaway for two people right now. We're not going to bury the lead, but if you look at the bottom of your screen, and if you can't see the screen, just wait till the end of the show. Okay. Anybody got anything else? Butch, you good now?
We'll see.
Okay. All right. J-Vi, you got it? Everybody, shh.
Yeah, wait. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, salute your sports. This is where we take a week or a few days worth of happenings in the sports world or our world, your world, whatever. If you have one, if you have a salute you want to do, throw it in the comments in the chat. We appreciate everybody watching on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you may be watching. Don't be afraid to speak up. If we say something stupid, don't be afraid to call us on it because it happens all the time. Tex, how about this bracket you got? Huh?
Yeah,
you give...
it's a nice bracket.
Nice bracket. Thanks,
I've
dude.
actually got yeah. Believe it or not, no, I had well, I picked. Well, I was trying to track how it's showing, but I picked correctly the current game. I picked San Diego State versus Yale. So I got that.
You just said you put them in the Sweet 16.
I did. I've got Yale going to the Sweet 16.
He's calling it.
I'm saying I've got this game correct. I'm saying I got the next. I'm doing the next game. I even put a parlay on it.
Oh,
with who?
I sent you guys a picture with Yale.
Nice.
Oh, a little Ivy League parlay.
Mm-hmm.
A little tickle in the ivory.
Yep.
Wait,
I do have them losing to UConn though in the Sweet 16.
Tickle in the Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're in Iowa State's bracket.
I picked Marquette correctly. I've got Duke in there already, facing Houston, so I'll be pulling for Houston, even though that game is tied, unbelievably. I've also got, let's see here, who I got alive still.
Houston's up. They're back 3.
Purdue and Gonzaga picked correctly. Creighton and Tennessee picked correctly. And I have Arizona over Clemson picked correctly, and I missed. Did I pick UNC over all St. Mary's? Yeah, that was a bad one. Had St. Mary's going to the Sweet 16 too.
I did not. I had Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah,
I got a lot of brackets Sweet 16 that I got picked correctly. So
you were trying to get the Gales versus the Yales.
97.8%.
What an epic!
Pretty good.
What an epic matchup that would have been. Gale versus Yale. I don't know what that would have been.
You're right. That
would have been awesome. All right. Speaking of parlays, my bracket sucks. I think I've got 16% right. That's atrocious. That is atrocious.
That's like 4 teams right in the.
It is so bad.
16.
I'm like in 21 millionth place. It's not bad out of 300 and some million, however many people are in the United States.
Hey, top 50.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, salute your sports. Speaking of parlays, I want to get to this. 8-leg tarantula Spider-Man Peter Parker parlay lost last night. I had $10 on all the favorites to win, and in the last game, I picked Oregon. Now, y'all are going to love this. I put $10 on this, and the payout was $250 or $60, whatever it was. Oregon was up 4 with 35 seconds left. The cash out option flashes in front of my face because I'm watching it. $197 you could cash out. Didn't take it. I said, Ducks fly together.
Why would you take it up 4 with 30 seconds?
Ducks fly together. And then they proceeded to miss a foul shot. They hit a 3, and then somehow they tied the game. And then it went into double overtime, and they got trounced in the second overtime because they had nobody left to play. So moral of the story is the tarantula parlay was dead. And I was the one holding the insecticide.
Did the buyout go down over time?
Oh, dude, did it go down? It went did it go down?
You didn't take it?
It went down to 100.
You still didn't take it.
It went down to 100 before the second overtime. And I said, no, knowing that they had lost one of their best players. And then it went down to $3. And I was like, well, I'm not even going to take that. That's a slap in the face. I'd just rather just lose my $10. You can have it back. It was a disaster. Absolute disaster. Super James knows. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You're telling me, buddy. You were telling me. That was a devastating blow.
Hey, at least he got the ESPYs in there.
Anyways, I had to mention that because that was
I was so confused when you were talking about that this morning because I went to bed probably before that game even started.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up, I was actually already on the road working, but you were explaining that you sent that picture of your parlay. And I was looking, I was like, 1-1-1. I was like, dang, he cashed it. I got all the way to the bottom and saw that you lost the last game. And you wrote that Oregon was up by 4 with 35 seconds. So I looked up the score and saw they lost by like 15. And I was like, how did the other team score 19 points in 35 seconds? I didn't realize it was a double overtime. I was like, that's got to be some type of record.
Dude, it was something. Oh, my gosh. I got another parlay cooking right now in the UConn game. Oh, my gosh. Anyways, again, I'm going to get screwed by the over-under. This was what it seems. I need to learn my lesson.
Oh, yeah. I need 3 points.
But
somebody
yes,
hit a three-pointer.
That's the free throw line.
I rode that parlay all day. It was funny because it was like a 12-hour parlay. I was like, I'm in it for the long haul. Boom. And then it got cooked at the very end of the night, like completely wasted the entire day. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Golly.
Anyways, who wants to salute their sports first?
And y'all say don't pick the under.
Oh, we just missed the over in the Connecticut game by 2 points.
Yeah, me too.
It's over. It's over when it's over, except for when it's under. Shut up, Eric Church. Who's saluting their sports?
I can salute mine. I'm going to salute my sports to Automatic Crooks.
Okay.
Little Miss Audie Crooks, Iowa State freshman.
Oh.
Next big sports star, women's sports. She went off for 40. 40 points in the first round, 36 of them in the paint. She's unstoppable. She plays at 10. She plays at 10, just saying. Got the game on. Coming up.
She plays bully ball too.
Yes.
She plays bully ball. You did call that. You
Told
said
you.
next. You did. Iowa State, that's your team.
Next big star.
Stop it.
Yeah. Stop. Stop it.
She's going to be huge.
All right, I'll go next. In a world full of basketball and everything is going crazy about basketball, I came across this stat. And I want to salute Greg Maddux. And if you're watching Greg Maddux, tip of the cap, my friend. Salute to you, because Greg Maddux was an absolute monster. He had 20,421 batters faced in his career. Only 133 of them saw a 3-0 count. That is stupid. That's a salute if I've ever heard one.
Yes.
That is stupid.
That's
unbelievable.
That's very similar to a Tony Gwynn stat that I saw, that Tony Gwynn had more assists at his time at San Diego State than he had strikeouts in the major leagues.
Wow. That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
There's some baseball stats out there that are just ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I think it's Ichiro. He got a.
Well, you don't know who Ichiro is?
Well,
what's his name?
I think it's like his stats. Like, he got a hit on his third attempt in the major leagues, and then he never batted below 300 again.
Wow.
His whole time it's something crazy like that.
That's insane. That is insane, dude. Pimo says, "Welcome to Real Betting." He's like, I've been hardened. I got calluses from this stuff. Oops. Sorry about you, Bear.
Tell us about DeMar Hamlin. Bimo.
Oh yeah. Hey, the boys, Super James and Barrow the Machine Gun threw. We're gonna save those for the for the DFS segment here in a second. Butch P, who you saluting?
All right, I'm gonna salute Marquette. Not because they won the game, because that game was awful. I thought very sloppy turnovers, but to the guys, their Golden Bachelor fan base up there wearing the golden jacket coats. If I can get
gold jacket, green jacket.
Yes.
Who gives a
NFL Hall of Famers there? Apparently, you sent
see.
that picture, and I was like, that is incredible.
See if we can get a little
Butch is
iPhone.
He's
There they
showing the
are.
picture right now. There's a collection of what looks like 4 guys from The Sopranos in yellow jackets, and I guess they're from Buffalo or Marquette.
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 There you go.
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
That's living right there, fellas.
There was like 5 guys, so I was like, dude, that's the Millie Goats in like 30 years, 40 years.
Losing
Not
8-leg
at a Marquette
parlays
game. Yeah.
because we can't stop betting the over.
Hey, let's bring this guy back up because he's like, daggum, the over's not going to
They
hit.
all have the same haircut. Shout out
tight.
Widows Peak Nation.
They all blue button downs. I mean, characters in there still are. But that's your Golden Bachelor Big Boosters Only Members Club Marquette right there.
You can't buy that jacket. Tex, what are you saluting?
I'm saluting the wrestlers from this weekend. 2 of the guys were 4-time national champs, 4 times in a row. Carter Starachi and what was the other dude's name from Penn State? Just drew a blank. Brooks, Aaron Brooks.
Quarterback?
Dude, no, different. But still, these guys winning 4 national championships in a row in college, wrestling dudes who are going to be going to the Olympics at some point, most likely. I mean, that's freaking unbelievable.
How about Penn State locking up the national championship? Like, wasn't it this past week somehow?
Yep. Well, they lost. It was like after the second day because they had so many wrestlers in the finals and so many wrestlers in the medal rounds. They had 8 All-Americans. You can only wrestle like 10 guys.
8 out of 10 were All-Americans. That's insane. Wrestling's awesome in the Midwest.
Dude, it was unreal. Like
Penn State's on the east there, bud.
Oh yeah, geography.
You're watching grown men who have been training for years get absolutely, mauled by these guys who are just freaks. They're freak shows out there. It's crazy.
I think that's what I found the most impressive part is those guys that win it 4 years straight.
Yeah.
Or really any freshman that wins it is, as an 18-year-old, if you could be wrestling a 22-year-old.
Yeah, maybe even
as we all
23-year-old.
know,
this year could have been 24-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, the way your body matures, you can be a lot stronger at 22 than you are at 18.
Oh, there's also a dude that finished finished second 4 times in a row.
Oh, the Bills.
Oh, man, the Bills.
Please tell me his name was Bills. Tell me his name was Bill.
No.
What does 2 Bills Drive say about that?
The Bills should have him wave the flag at their next home opener.
Yep. Absolutely. He should be the honorary Ralph. They put him on the side of the helmet.
Yeah.
He's going to do the coin toss at the first home game.
The Bills are getting a new stadium.
Get in the comments for that. We got to start promoting that.
What, the Bills getting a new stadium?
Yeah. Not this coming up year, but the year after.
Yeah. I just saw it got signed. I'm on 2 Bills Drive right now.
Dylon's here. Georgia not having prop betting is possibly the best checkpoint for my daughter still having a college fund.
I don't know, dude. He's been on a heater.
Yeah. He has at DraftKings. Holy cow. All right, you guys thought we were going to get out of the Salute Your Sports without a dad joke. You were dead wrong. You were dad wrong. Here it is, the dad joke. What dessert is considered clean eating? Sponge cake. And that's the dad joke. Let's go into this. Let's go into the fantasy segment here.
Oh my gosh.
I got him. I got him. He doesn't know what to do.
I was on the wrong screen.
You're so cool.
And on our show, you're gonna rule. Football. We got him so good he doesn't even know what song to play. Bamboozled.
And to be honest with you, I didn't even. I was listening to the song and it was just like until the very end. I was like, "Wait, where?"
I know. I clicked.
Football.
I was like,
Yeah.
I need it. I need it
Let
back.
it ride.
I've had enough time away.
Football's back next weekend. Super James, speaking of golf lineups and fantasy DFS for DraftKings, 2 of his 6 got cut. He got 4 out of 6, which you could still cash.
Yeah.
And then Bear with a Machine Gun also had. He got 3 out of 6 cut, and I'm sure Tex will give you some hope later. But let's
False
see.
hope.
We won't. What?
Said false hope.
False hope. Yeah. Look at this 9-legger. That's more than a tarantula parlay.
Ooh.
Let's boost that thing up. Did it cash, Super James?
Yeah, he just said he participated. He didn't say.
Yeah, I had a
There's-
few of those.
Bear with a Machine Gun getting in on. Bear with a Machine Gun is all about the dad jokes. That's good. All right. Okay. You know what stinks about talking this late after the March Madness stuff is we didn't even get to go over like the goal key phenomenon, NC State, all that stuff.
Well, I
the
thought maybe
first
we'd
day.
talk about that in relevant news.
Okay, yeah, we'll save it for that. All right, DFS segment. So the guys, G.U.Y.S, this is where we go over kind of our lineups, the ones that some of the good ones we submitted and sometimes the bad ones we submitted, and recap the guys. But first we do a little headline to summarize our DraftKings week. So, okay. Here's mine. This one sunk me because this was really hurtful. It's cost us a lot of money. Mine is hungover and Harmoned up.
Ooh.
Because Brian Harmon should have known he had the hangover from going toe-to-toe with the players. Should have known better than to think he was going to come out here and get this paint because he did not. And it really, really, as you'll see in a minute, cost me big time. So hungover and Harmoned up. That's 2 Eric Church references within 30 minutes. How many can we go for? Who wants to go next? J-Vi.
Probably as many as you say.
Who wants to go next? I'll name the person that goes next, J-Vi. I am going to say this. To the greatest tag team that ever was, knock who's there. Shake
Still
and
the
bake.
champ.
Doors open.
Shake and bake. Because all me and AK keep doing is flip-flopping who wins golf and who wins NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
1 week I win golf, next week he does. 1 week he wins NASCAR, next week I do.
Mm-hmm.
We are running away in the Wodamaker. It's a 2-man race right now.
Yep.
And we're
Shake and make.
and we're neck and neck.
Yeah. Let the band play neck. Next
Okay.
man up. Tex, you
Mine
got
is,
one?
I want you. I need you. But there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love
5 words or
you.
less.
'Cause 3 out of 6 ain't bad.
Meatloaf.
But
Mark!
it was. But it was bad because I didn't
Yeah.
cash. I was cashing yesterday and then dropped out because just didn't have the horses. Didn't have the horses.
He was cashing with 3 out of 6, which is impressive.
And I was up there. I was in a $1 pot.
Because you know why? Because Todd
Dollar
went
buying
plus
pot.
5 today.
Yeah.
There you
There's
go.
lots
He
of
got
guys-
you.
there's lots of
Hey, look, you got to
I'm
play my
struggling.
guys the week after I play them, but I still, no matter what, can make them finish. I
Mhm.
pick
Yeah.
guys that don't finish.
Play J-Vi's guys in a showdown on Thursday or Friday.
Yes.
That's what you should do. Don't pick them to go 4 days.
Not Saturday,
Absolutely
Sunday.
not. Bush, did you have one?
You still see Killer Keith again today?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, my lineup left me with a Maverick McNeely.
Taking a McNeely. Wait, no, that would mean you won. It means you were in victory formation. You were on your McNeelys.
Easy.
Sorry. Praying do better. Let me finish. All right. Let's talk about this Valspar. Awesome name. The guys went 3 out of 5, which is respectable in this kind of field with this amount of golfers and coming off the players. I gave you Lee Hodges. I did put a future on him to be in the top 20. He finished tied for 26 at 3 under.
Oh,
Yeah, it continues. Butch P gave you Justin Thomas, who absolutely blew up on Saturday and went 8 over.
Again, back-to-back weeks. On last week, JT this week.
Wow, dude.
I'm going to keep the streak going, giving you a +8.
Can you bet a future on highest round?
Yeah.
That has to be on there. Tex gave you Montgomery. Missed the cut. Way to go. Your first one of the year. How's it feel?
Ooh.
First one of the year.
It's kind of like breathing. It's inevitable. And so I'm just glad that it lasted this long.
Hey, good for you, man. Perfect season comes to an end. Season comes to an end.
Yep.
Nobody gets a perfect bracket, dude.
I was speaking of futures. I was also looking at the baseball futures to see if I could pick a parlay for teams to make the playoffs. And I think that you can do that.
Wow. Teams to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I'm pretty sure 16 team makes the play. You should bet 16 teams will make the playoffs.
No. Not that. I'm talking about teams that make the playoffs as picking a bracket. Like 5 or 6 teams that are going to they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Braves.
You're guaranteeing that they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm saying on a parlay.
All right, I see what you're saying now.
I did that with a football future for winning division. I put that in on house money. It's going to be a dandy payout.
Let's go. J-Vi gave you Damon. He finished tied for 49th, even par. Dylon gave you Nesmith.
Nesmith.
Yes.
Smith.
Nesmith.
He's over there with McNeely.
And he get on your McNeesmiths and tell you love me. Shout out
cocktail day.
He missed the cut. That was Dylon's first. So we're all nobody's perfect. We're all done.
Nobody's perfect.
The guys list, everybody has a loss. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, it's golfers up your sleeve. We give you a few guys that are maybe not as much known, and you plug them into your lineups and then yell at us if they miss the cut. So everybody has a loss now. Cam Young collapsed again. So that was epic. But it did lead. Did you see it, Butch? Maybe you can give a little more context.
Well, I'm watching on Gamecast, so I didn't visually see it. And I just saw, he was there. He was on top of it. But Malnati dropped a dime on 17, though.
Yes.
So, that put him up a stroke anyway. So, but at that point, but Cameron Young's on 18's already put it into the woods from Gamecast perspective. He could have been right in the middle of the fairway, knowing it. But, then had a approach from the woods. had like a 50 or 60 footer on the green and like 3-putted. So, I mean, he was done. Once he went down 2 strokes, collapse.
He's still looking for his main win, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought he was going. I mean, we both talked about it. We thought this could be the week. It was there for him, but
absolutely. But I want to shout out to Peter Malnati, though. I did not. He's been, and people are like, "Oh, I didn't." I saw some people talking after the show. They're like, "I didn't realize he was, finished 9th at the Honda, and then made the cut at the Players, and then did really well at Pebble Beach." I'm like, if you didn't know that, what have you been looking at? The dude's been playing well, and you'll see here in a minute that I noticed that he was playing well because I played him. I'm like, you know what? This is a tournament like somebody like him could jump up there. So, anyways, let's take a look at some of these. We're gonna pull up the Wodamakers first. If I get booted, I'm sorry. Notice, yeah, everybody, come on down. So this is the Wodamaker. This is our contest that we play within each other. Well, I mean, no, we play against each. Against each other within our own group. So we always do a contest every week to see who knows the most ball. Basically, J.V.I. was J.V.I. the football champion.
Yes,
J.V.I. is football champion. He's trying to come for golf, but your boy is putting
on debatable.
Okay,
I won.
Okay,
unless we're playing by comeback player of the year, then you won.
What are you talking
in which
about?
case I won because I had the most second place finishes.
No, you didn't.
So you lost that one too. Butch P's 0-2 in football. Anyways, here's my lineup from the Wodamaker. JT. Eam. Holy cow, I'm done playing that guy. Tony Finau. He was terrible. Now, granted, Friday's conditions were terrible. Sam Ryder had a pretty good week until Saturday, but most of the round 2 and 3 scores were terrible because of the weather. And then I put Novak. I said, I'm doing it again. I'm putting him back in there. He let me down last week, but he had a pretty good week this week. And then old Lee Hodges right there. I was like, I believe in you, Lee. We're family, if you catch my drift. So that was mine. Pretty solid. 4 out of 6. The 2 top price guys let me down. And you're going to see that. Tex, here's yours. You finished 2nd. Mm-hmm. Tell us what you think. Harmon, Bazadenhout, Cole, McNeely, Montgomery, Hisatsune, you're back.
Hey, I most like that Hisatsune's back because that as Masters approaches, he's going to be a major factor. Him and Matsuyama.
You have Matsuyama on the board as winner. Have written down.
Yep. These 2 guys
who've won the Masters before.
Colin Matsuyama.
Yep. Colin Matsuyama.
Hideki Morikawa.
Hideki Matsuyama.
Butch P. Oh, no. 3 missed cuts. 3 missed cuts. Butch.
Game.
What do you think?
Harmon hurt us all, man. We should all
Harmon did hurt us all.
Get a bar of soap and go to Harmon's bunk and just, say hello and tell him, make him promise not to do it again, and then pick him next week. See what happens.
He just needed to make the cut. That's all I needed to do. Right here. It says it right here on the hat. Make the damn cut. That's it. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
Gives us a chance. Butch P, anything on this?
No, I mean, I went in there and I didn't even play this in any money, thank goodness. But for some reason, like, I think when I hit save, it didn't transfer it to the WOT, but whatever. It is what it is. I played most of those guys in what other lineup except Harmon. I did end up fading him.
Good call.
and took Cameron Young.
Very good call in that case. You're going to see, like, when we look at these scores and list off the scumbag, there were not a lot of guys. There was not a lot of scoring. The weather must have been really bad Friday and Saturday because it kept a lot of scores down. Here's Dylon's 4 miscuts: Burns, Spieth, Moore, Shank, Neesmith.
Wow.
Davis, right?
Neesmith.
Holy cow.
Look
Wow,
at that
dude.
miscut sandwich.
Holy moly.
Double patty.
Dude, that's Big Mac. That's a Big Mac, except drop out the A because that was not your A game. That's just a big MC. Big
Ooh.
Mac. Yeah. Damn it, another joke that just got lost halfway through the rails.
It's not your night. Sometimes people have off nights.
Which is hilarious because Dylon had a really good week overall.
Yes.
He sent a picture of a couple of nice contests that he cashed very highly in. But look, dude, Dylon, I know you're watching. I know you're listening if you're not watching. Welcome to the big leagues, dude. Welcome to the big leagues. Get yourself another win. You can do it. But you won't. J-Vi, go ahead, dude. Read us down and tell us how you did it with 4 people.
Hey, I had a pretty good week. I went back to my last week's play, Brennan Todd, and he actually, after the first 3 days, he was like top 5. First 2 days, he was T1. I don't know. I think did my computer just shut off?
No, you're still here.
No, you're still here.
I just lost the screen.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
There we go. I'm back. My screen just went away. But I played Xander
What are you
Schauffele.
watching over there?
He had a good
Xander.
player. Yeah. Xander Schauffele. Is that how you say his name?
Buzzard beater.
I thought you said Xander.
No, I said Xander. But hey, he had a good week last week, so I played him again this week. I listened to y'all's advice on Harmon. Bad choice. My guy, Joel Damon. Oh, he came back. He was like +4 earlier today, so he came back.
That's what I was just looking at too. I was like, man, he finished +1.
Yeah. And I thought was gonna go off on this course. He plays well when the field's not great, and it's ordinary golf. But he did not show up this week.
All right. Well, there you go. That's the Wodamaker. Let's get into some of these guys that either helped us or let us down. I can't remember what we're going to do first. I'm going to show you my best line. There's Dylon.
We could have read it off in his voice. Should have had him call in.
I was just thinking about that.
Go ahead, Tex.
I hate you all.
I hate you all.
Yeah.
And Matty Smith.
Matty Smith. Oh man, that's incredible.
Come on the show, defend yourself.
Yeah, come on, dude. Link's right there. All right. Best and worst from the weekend. I'm going to show you my best here in a minute when we get down to the winning lineup. But let's shout out the Listener League first. Dylon did win the Listener League with 348. If you don't know what we're talking about, we do a contest each week. We put it out on Twitter and our social medias. It's $1. You join the contest. Super James was in there. Bear with a Machine Gun was in there. And you just build a lineup, and then you compete against all your friends. And then you lose, and then we come on. Actually, we lose a lot. Not this time, though.
I think I got last in that league.
No, you did not. Wes did.
Oh,
but
second to last.
The top 3 were Dylon, Butch. There you go. And then BMO. BMO gets on the podium, and right on 4th, right on your heels, looking for a back-to-back was me. I was right up there, taking you all to task. So congrats to everybody who won. Actually, no. Dylon won the Wodamaker, but lost the Wodamaker, but did win the Listener League. So best and worst from the lineups.
What's more important, bragging rights or money?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Depends
So
on
you
what end
decide.
you are on.
You can win the You can win the listener league all you want, Dylon. When you finish last in the Wodamaker, you're getting roasted. Best and worst. Text. You want to go over your best and worst?
Yeah. So I've got obviously Harmon. And then I've also got Montgomery, the guy who I picked to be my guy. And then I had another lineup, Finau, who is an absolute sham of a golfer this weekend. He's out there golfing like us.
Yeah, he was bad.
Was not great. And then even another lineup, I had Sepp Straka, which was, and Mike Lee. Finau, Mike Lee, and Sepp Straka all in the same lineup.
Woo. Mike Lee had a pretty good. He was leading at one point, wasn't he? Wait, no,
Minwoo Lee. Minwoo Lee. Not Mike Lee.
How do you get that confused?
Because it was just M. Lee, and I was thinking, is Mike Lee? And I was like, no, that's not right. That's not right.
Is Mike Lee even a golfer?
No, Minwoo.
It's KH Lee.
Midwoo,
not even the same letter.
I don't know why I was thinking Mike Lee's.
Isn't there,
all right,
J-Bye. Michael Lee, isn't it?
No, there's a Michael
Kim. There's Michael Kim.
Oh, yeah, he's a Kimmler.
Yeah.
Kimberly
Yes.
Gibbler.
Yeah. The giblets. J-Bye.
So my best of the weekend was Xander.
Mm-hmm.
And that today really helped him do that.
Yeah.
My worst. Yeah. Well, my worst lineup of the weekend was our guys' lineup. I actually stay true. I pick a lineup with the guys that we pick, and then one random that I decide best fits that lineup. So I did our guys plus a collective pick of Harmon, who we thought would crush this course. I had a 3 for 6 lineup on that one. So that was my worst lineup. But like I said, going over my lineup, my two worst were you and Harmon.
All right, I had a lineup that scored 425.5 points. We'll see it here in a minute. 24th out of 2,200. Xander, Bezadenhout, Schmid, and the winner, Peter Malnati. And you'll see his how often he was drafted. And then Harmon was terrible, and G.U.Y.S made the cut, but then proceeded to stink it up for the entirety of the course, the rest of the weekend. So, yeah. But that was a good lineup. That was a very good lineup. One guy away from really getting into some serious money. And I also cashed in NASCAR, too. I had a pretty good lineup in NASCAR. I was top 100 in NASCAR. I'm telling you right now, dude, don't fade the B's in NASCAR. Just be one with the B's. Pick racers and drivers that their name starts with a B somewhere in their name.
You need to nobody should pick a LaJoy. He's not had a good couple weeks.
But he's got sweet hair. So, Butch, you want to go best and worst place?
Yeah. Worst, I had Victor Perez fell into that trap hole. And then I went Campos at 5,600 because he's been having a lot of top 30s here in these types of fields. So, but your boy Malnati was right there at 5,600. So that's really hard to swallow right now. But I had 400 points in my best with 4 golfers, not 5.
That's impressive.
So the best were Xander, T5, Cameron Young, second place, Adam Hadwin, T5.
Ooh, you were big on Hadwin.
And he delivered.
He did, especially today. He was cooking today.
Yeah, back 9. Front 9, he was like +3. Or He may have made a late birdie, but yeah, he turned it on the back.
Oh man, we've got somebody we've got comments coming in here. Those are making me laugh pretty good there. J-Vi's the registrar of comments.
I don't know who
Let's go. Scumbags and stud bags. Scumbags means you score 30 and below. On this list was a lot of people who were 85, 100, and above. That was Spieth, Harmon, Eam, Finau, Minwoo Lee, not Mike Lee, Keegs, Aaron Rye, and then the studs were Xander, Cam Young, and the scumbags for 30 and below in the 7,500 and above were Hostler, Rogers, Straka, Putnam, Montgomery, and then Hadwin was the stud there, and that was 95 points and above. And then really where all the value was 7,400 below. The studs were Hughes, Stallings, Baddeley, Malnati, and I got a new nickname for him, guys. I got our fan club hashtag. Got it already figured out. Phillips, Carl Yuan, and I think it's Brandon Roy. I don't know. So that's your stud bags and your scumbags. All right, let's go over the winning lineup before we hop on to our last and final segment, because I want to shout out Malnati, dude. That was a cool scene. I hate the people who are like, golf is dead. Golf isn't working. Ugh. Whatever. Seeing those dudes get the win, like Peter Malnati and his kids come running out there. One of his kids had a Superman cape on, and his wife was out there. It was spectacular. And he plays in a bucket hat and uses a yellow ball, which I am all in favor of. So let's pull up the winning lineup real quick, and we're going to pull that up on the screen. Here we go. I think I can share it. Yes, I can. It's coming up right now.
Audie's getting hot.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
There it is. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Just don't scroll right. There we go. I did it. All right, so this was my lineup that I was talking about. And look at old Malnati down there. 0.3% and won the thing. How about that, boys?
Woo.
How about having a hunch, going with your gut? This was a guts tournament, right? I went with Hodges and I went with Malnati. Those are my two dudes that were way down there. But not about me. Just wanted to show that. Yeah, Schmid too. He was good too. He'd been playing well. I don't get it. I don't know why people didn't play him.
Could you imagine if you didn't play Harmon?
Dang it.
There it is.
Oh, no. Whoops. How did it do that?
Go back. I missed it.
That was bull crap, man. I thought I had it all figured out there. Dad, blame it. All right, so I finished 25th in this lineup, or this contest. It wasn't the Millie, but would have finished pretty high there,
Got
too.
a bottle of Heinz?
Gosh, dude, that was terrible. All right, here's the winning lineup. Scored 506. Schauffele, Cam Young, Nick Taylor, who blew up the last middle 2 days, Sam Ryder, Mackenzie Hughes, Scott Stallings. So no Malnati, but also Scott Stallings had a good tournament. What do we think of this one? Man, if you had a guy that stayed on track day 2 and 3, you were rocking and rolling. That's where it seemed. Cut day seemed to get everybody. So any thoughts on this, Butch?
Dude, Sam Ryder had a +7 on day 3 and still had a top 30 or nearly top 30 finish.
Yeah. That was impressive.
Well, I guess he went -6 today. Yeah.
Yeah, he was cooking. He brought one of my other lineups up to get in the cash there. But I mean, it was a tournament where, like, again, all the lower price guys showed out. So good for them, right? Any other thoughts on this?
I wonder why that is. Like, a lot of the lower guys are winning these tournaments, even though there's a big name or 2 or 3 in there. You think those guys just aren't? They're just going through the motions out there. What do you think that's? Why do you think they're not winning these?
I think
Because in the past they've won.
The players, especially for Xander and Harmon, like they were duking it out, and to have that high of like getting way up there, maybe a little hangover, dude. Hungover and Harmoned up. I told you.
Yeah, you did say that.
I'm just saying. That would be my guess. I don't know. All right, there you go. That was the winning lineup for that contest, which I think was only a few points off the actual Millie lineup. Do we need to? Let me stop sharing that. Anything else before I show my account again? It's a good week. That thing got up there, boys. That got me some nice little winnings there. All right. We have the Hang the Banner music ready?
Yes, we do.
You did it! Congratulations!
All right. It's time to hang some banners here. This is where we take a couple of days worth of sports, and there was a lot. Obviously, March Madness is occurring and still going on. A lot of basketball. But we give our hottest takes of hang the banner for things that made us salute. Well, similar to salute your sports, but we're hanging banners. So, J-Vi, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. I mean, I had a tough decision here because I did want to talk about what's his name? Golke?
Golke.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
How much peanut butter
The
did you have for
goalkeeper.
that? Oh.
I did. I thought it was more important to bring light to what I read about the upcoming Olympics. And I want to give credit where credit's due. NBC Sports is going to do what they're going to call a gold zone, similar to the red zone. And unlike Pat McAfee, who just tried to steal it and put it on ESPN for college football and say it's his idea, NBC is going to have Scott Hansen be the host.
From Red Zone.
Yes. So same guy, same concept. They're saying that they got the idea from Red Zone, so they're giving credit back. So I'll give credit to NBC. I think it's a great idea for the Olympics.
Phenomenal. Just be like, oh, I wonder if we're chasing any goals. Let me flip over to the gold zone. That's phenomenal idea.
And
thanks, Pat McAfee.
The name Gold Zone. Brilliant. Don't get too crazy.
How much you want to bet he's going to mention that on his show and be like, oh yeah, hold on. Everybody Pat McAfee for a second. Everybody start yelling and doing arm motions.
Let me cut my sleeves off my shirt.
What? That they stole also. Hammered Down stole that.
Program.
The program was stolen. What did they come up with as original? Can't think of anything. If anybody else can think of something, let us know. Yeah. Tank top. He wears a tank top on. No, wait. Dane Cook started doing that whenever he did stand up. Never mind. Oh, no, Bear. What happened? What happened, Bear, with a machine gun? He says, rest in peace to my bracket.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Just rip it up if you have a paper one.
Ooh.
Literally.
Would Yellowstone come in town?
Ooh.
Undertaker, your bracket. Tex, do you have a hang the banner?
Yeah. My hang the banner is to biting.
To Biden?
Biting is back.
Wrong Biden.
There was a dude from the UFC who got disqualified this weekend for biting his opponent, even though he's winning the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently winning the fight. But this dude, Igor Severino.
You almost want to say Shesterkin.
Yep. He bit the guy who was fighting this past weekend, and the guy showed the ref, and there's a bunch of bite marks on his arm. And biting's back. Biting is back.
They also released him.
Yep.
Yeah, he got fired
immediately.
And then here's Bear with a machine gun.
Though with a mouth guard.
He just had a mouth guard. He says, "Well, your bottom teeth are still not biting it, not covered.
Yeah.
Or does he have one of those Invisalign mouth guards that are useless?
But it was kind of.
Unless you're trying to fix your teeth.
I mean, it was full on Mark.
I don't know.
Did you see this, Tex?
What at all he was thinking, but
he got it immediately after he got a tattoo made around it. Even better.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He went straight to the tattoo parlor and got.
Oh, yep. I saw that. I see it now.
Bush, do you have a hang the banner?
Yes, I'm going to hang the banner to our friends over in James Madison for a stellar game today.
Is that it?
They only lost by what? 38.
They lost by 38?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
The one dude for Duke was outscoring James Madison at halftime.
Do the Dukes have to give up their Duke mascot
Was it McCain?
now?
Yeah, McCain.
Because it was Dukes versus
McCain.
Duke.
Yeah, John.
Whoa, guys. What's with all the political references here? Jeez. It's a sports show.
Half of James Madison's losses this year were to App.
Oh, yeah. They haven't beaten a team in North Carolina either, I don't think. Oh, shout out App, too, by the way, for beating Coastal. I think they swept them in baseball.
Really?
Yeah. Coastal was ranked like 16th.
Nice. Was that at home?
Yeah, it was up on the mountain.
Wow.
I love it, dude. Coastal and JMU think they're the big bad boys on the block. Not this year. You got a little taste of reality. Football, basketball, baseball. Come on down. Actually, come on up. Come on up to the mountain. You think you're the new hot thing on the block. Absolutely not. App State will take it to you. I'll show you who's still the big brother around. All right. I'm going to hang the banner for Ball Don't Lie. Ball Don't Lie.
Rashid?
No. And not the Ball brothers. The Ball Don't Lie for Kansas. They should have lost because of that block that was egregious that got called. And what happens? They go out there and get throttled by Gonzaga. I thought the Ball was not going to lie during the game and Sanford was still going to win. Turns out the Ball held off a few days and didn't lie in the second half against Gonzaga because they got outscored like 45-20 in the second half against Gonzaga. So Kansas, Ball don't lie. Salute to Ball not lying. There you go. All right. Other relevant sports news. Anything from the bracket? Well, I guess we can bring up the bracket pick real quick, but I don't want to talk about that, the Caden Proctor thing. It's more interesting to talk about the animals bracket that's gotten a pretty good response on our Twitter page. So here's where we stand with the animals left in the bracket, and I still have to update this.
Yale was getting
so this
slammed.
was as of yesterday. Yale was getting slammed. Not surprised by that. 7 dogs remained after the second round. 3 bulldogs, which is still the most. 6 cats remained. 6 birds remained. 5 human mascots remained. I clicked something.
Oh no, there's your account.
And then 100%. Wait, which one?
I'm kidding.
Oh no. Okay. All right. I was like, what? What happened? All right. The Bulls were undefeated in the first round. Texas and Utah State, both Bull mascots. The Bears were undefeated in the first round. Oakland and Baylor. Winless, Reptiles. Don't want to be a reptile. And this is how it shook out via the brackets. So East, Cats reigned supreme. South, Dogs reigned supreme. The West was just Wild West. You had all kinds of animals in there. And then the Midwest was the bird region, which we called beforehand. So any thoughts on that or any thoughts from March Madness as it stands now?
I mean, this is kind of related to March Madness because it brought it up, but I think in the near future, there needs to be a full-on show discussing teams that's nickname doesn't match their mascot.
You're still mad about that because you were wrong a couple last week.
There's still it bugs me. I was doing the South Carolina versus Presbyterian game. The Presbyterian College are the Blue Hose, but their mascot was like a patriot or a Scottish guy with a kilt. And I don't know how that relates to a Blue Hose.
Never would have guessed that. And here's another one that blew me away. The Aggies, right? Texas A&M's Aggies. They have a dog. Utah State is also the Aggies. They have a bull. No idea. None. Tex, you're an animal guy. What do you make of this?
I mean, I think that it proves that dogs are better than cats, if nothing else.
That's true. I can't wait to see what the Sweet 16 is.
And I think that it really builds a case for birding as well, so you can be able to tell which mascots are what.
All the birds were different that made it through.
Just even off of a caricature, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you see the dogs, people get lazy. People get lazy when they're naming their teams with dogs. It's like Bulldogs, Huskies. That's it. Cats, the same thing.
They named the Bulldogs cool stuff like Handsome Hank.
Ugga.
Yeah.
Ugga.
Whatever the Duke's name is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then there was also the Dukes of Duquesne were a lion, and then the James Madison Dukes were a bulldog. So the Dukes nickname is even different. It's crazy.
I don't understand how a Tar Heel is a ram. The Tar Heel foot is a human foot.
Oh, maybe this guy can weigh in. Go ahead, BMO.
How is
Roll Tide?
Is an elephant?
No idea. But I was fascinated.
I would think it would be like a wave.
Like the green wave from Tulane.
Yes.
Literally a wave. Butch, what do you think about this?
Yeah, go Dogs.
Honestly, I was shocked that the Florida Atlantic Owls was an actual owl.
Yeah, dude.
I was a little shocked by that.
And then you had what looks like two of the uniques are going to remain. I can't wait to see how all this shakes out. You don't want to be a reptile. Just know that going into next year's. Oh yeah, good point, Bebo. Go Tigers, War Eagle. They have like 3 mascots, like the Long Beach State Sharks or whatever it was. Any other notes from the tournament? I mean, NC State is a really cool story. My son was up running around cheering
lost,
for NC State.
They should have lost yesterday.
So
the one dude, BMO sent the one dude shot chart for the NCAA tournament, and he had 2 shots inside he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots, 8 2-pointers. It's his shot chart.
Yesterday?
Yep.
No, that's tournament.
That's his entire
Or is that the year?
That's the year.
No, that's the year.
That's what I was saying. He had 335 attempts, and 327 of them were behind the arc.
Yeah, he ended with 347 behind the arc and 8 2-pointers.
And they
call that that's a solar eclipse shot chart right there. Is what that is. Shout out solar eclipses. All right. Anything else, fellas?
No.
Okay. Inter-squad DraftKings Jamboree results. I got a NASCAR win today. J-Vi got a golf, so that brings my total to 8 as the leader. J-Vi has 7. In a distant 3rd and 4th are Dylon and Tex with 2 apiece. And then Butch P. He's got to get something going.
And he's
get something going, dude. You got to get something going. He's got 0. Get off the schneid. Call Brian Harmon. See what he does to get off the schneid. All right, this has been episode 116. Still haven't won the Millie. We're getting close, though. We're still hot. I'd say golf season's hot right now.
Oh yeah.
Anything?
I think
Anything
golf
else?
flew under the radar this week just because of the tournament.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But don't let it overshadow Peter Malnati and his awesome. If you haven't had a chance to see him win, just go look at. You don't have to watch any of the shot. He did top one though, like just sculled it right down the fairway today, and that's a man of the people right there. All right. FEMA, don't forget your eye protection for the eclipse on April 8th. We know a guy. DM us. We'll send you. We'll refer you to text. Anything else?
If you burn your retinas, we got a guy.
Yeah.
We need to contact the Pit Vipers and see if we can't get a pair for the eclipse.
That's true. That's a good idea. We should be like, hey, I know you guys are
eclipse,
need
eclipse
these.
is coming. Heard these worked.
Yeah.
That's literally all I'm going to say to him in a DM. I'm just going to say, heard there's an eclipse. Anything you can do for us. All right. Follow us on YouTube, Rumble, The Millie Goats, Twitter @MillieGoats, Instagram @The Millie Goats, website and blog, themilliegoats.godaddysites.com. Subscribe to the show, rate the show, review the show. If you had a show or anything you're trying to get out there, just let us know. We love supporting people. So, episode 116 in the books.
28 yards. Good snap, holds down, and the Mountaineers win in overtime. The field goal is good from Jason.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Barrel the Machine Gun on Rumble.